4 boys, strong, arrogant, and spoiled, had cornered their target. Layla Johnson, a quiet black girl with dignity in her eyes, was sobbing silently in the corner. The school bathroom door was locked, but someone was watching. It was her father, Captain Marcus Johnson, a billionaire SWAT commander, running an anti-terror drill nearby. One signal, and everything would change. What the bullies didn't know was that death had already seen them. This is a story about power abused, a father's wrath, and justice that came like a storm. Comment your city if you're standing with her. Layla Johnson had always been soft-spoken and respectful. She attended a prestigious New York high school, where racial bias wasn't unusual. It was just whispered. Though her father, Marcus Johnson, was a billionaire and elite SWAT commander, Layla never acted privileged. She dressed simply, kept to herself, and never caused a scene. She spent most of her time reading, always avoiding drama. But her silence made her a target. Jake, Tyler, Mason, and Dylan, 4 wealthy boys from influential families, thought her quietness meant weakness. They were known for pushing limits, laughing at consequences. Earlier that week, Layla had corrected Jake in class. It was nothing major, just facts. But his ego was bruised. Now, the boys wanted to remind her of her place. They had picked the time. They had picked the spot. But what they didn't know was that Layla's father had recently upgraded a system that could hear fear. Before she left for school that morning, Marcus had gently kissed her forehead and whispered, "Anything happens, baby. I'll be there before your second breath." It was lunchtime. Layla had gone to grab her notebook from her locker, but Jake and his crew followed. The first insult was venomous. "People like you belong behind cleaning carts, not honor rolls." Layla lowered her gaze, but her heart pounded. Jake smirked and snatched her books. Tyler shoved her bag aside. Before she could even process it, they dragged her by the arms toward the empty girls' bathroom. Hallways were oddly quiet. Students noticed, but no one intervened. Some just pulled out their phones to record. Inside the bathroom, the boys locked the door. Layla's breathing grew ragged. She didn't scream loudly, just a broken gasp. "Please, don't—" 2 blocks away, inside a training compound, Captain Marcus was testing a new SWAT radio mesh designed to pick up distress sounds from nearby buildings. Suddenly, his helmet vibrated. A soft, trembled voice, the exact frequency he'd trained the system to detect. He froze. His team looked at him. Marcus's voice was cold. "Team Bravo, real-time intercept, silent entry, now." His blood ran cold, but his training was ice. They didn't know it yet, but they had just declared war on a soldier's child. Like ghosts in a storm, the SWAT team slipped into the school. No alarms, no warnings, just death's breath. Inside the bathroom, Layla sat on the cold floor, her clothes torn, her arms bruised. The boys had pulled out their phones. "Let's go viral," Jake whispered, laughing. Suddenly, boom! The door exploded off its hinges. Smoke, screams, red lasers. Then silence. Except one voice. Captain Marcus Johnson stepped through the smoke. Weapon drawn, rage silent in his chest. He looked straight into Jake's eyes. "Hands up, face down, now!" Within seconds, all 4 boys were cuffed and on the floor. Their arrogance? Gone. Their phones? Confiscated. Their futures? About to burn. The video they had planned to upload became state's evidence. They were charged with hate crime, assault, unlawful confinement, and sexual intimidation. During the trial, Marcus said just one sentence. "This isn't revenge. This is a warning to anyone who thinks silence equals weakness." Layla didn't testify publicly, but outside the court, dozens of students stood in silent support. One by one, others shared stories of being bullied for race, for gender, for being different. Layla later created a foundation, Silent Power, educating youth on racism, self-defense, and speaking up. She travels across states giving talks titled, "When They Think You're Weak, Be the Storm." Her most viral quote, "The quiet ones aren't afraid, they're just listening until it's time to strike." Dear viewers, if this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. Help amplify the voices of those who've been silenced. Comment below, have you ever seen quiet turn into power? Drop your city, we want to hear your story.